Howdy, howdy. It's time for a Saturday night stream. It's already pretty late, but I had a really weird day where I got up really late, like went to the grocery store and basically like slept the rest of the day. So I'm just like chilling currently. And I got the urge to maybe do another round or two of Mount Battle, so let's see what we can do. I was reading online about the requirements for, like, you know, the rewards for Mount Battle. There's a reward if you go from Area 1 to Area 10, like do all 100 battles in one go without changing out your Pokemon and without, you know, stopping. And you have to, you know, do all 100 fights without leaving. If you do that, you get the Earth Ribbon on your Pokemon, and you get to choose a Johto starter. It's a special one with, like, you know, Frenzy Plant or Hydro Cannon or Blast Burn. The Pokemon at Area 10 are, like, in their level 70s, so I don't think you can really level up fast enough to, like, you know, have a reasonable level curve the whole time where you know, start at the actual level, like, 10s and then get to 70 with one team. So if you can't switch out your Pokemon, basically the first, I don't know, 7-8 areas are going to be extremely trivial. Quite the grind. So we're not doing that today. We're just going to progress, and we're just doing this as a way to level up our Pokemon and not even get Poke Coupons, because you can very effectively do that with, like, that Houndoom Battle Bingo board a lot more. Like, even if you do Area 10, you get, like 2,000 coupons. You get more coupons than that by doing the Houndoom board, which I don't think I ever realized when I was playing this game years ago. I was, like, grinding Area 10 to get the coupons, but I'm pretty sure the Houndoom board would be faster. I don't know. Battle Bingo takes a while, so maybe not. Either way, the other rewards we get for clearing out these areas are TMs. I had a list of TMs on my screen here a little bit ago. Pulling them back up. Yeah, here we go. So for Area 1, we got the Macho Brace. For Area 2, we got Water Pulse. If we do Area 3, we'll get Shockwave. If we do Area 4, we'll get Facade. That's interesting. I don't think we really have a great use for Shockwave. Pretty much any Pokemon that could learn Shockwave, like, we would probably rather just teach Thunderbolt, which we can get TMs of. There's a few Pokemon that can only learn Shockwave, not Thunderbolt. Like, you know, if we had, like, an Alakazam or something, which is not... I don't think we can get that in this game. Facade is kind of interesting. It's like, you know, it wouldn't be as useful if we could get Return on, like, Flareon, for example. But I don't know. Like, Facade's not even as powerful as Shadow Ball. For some Pokemon it could be useful, but it's also like, you know, you only get one Facade TM, so it's kind of unfortunate. I mean, I wish you could get more than one. There's a little asterisk here. Curious. And then anyhow, Area 5 is Rock Tomb, Area 6 is Overheat, Area 7's Calm Mind, Area 8's Bulk Up, Area 9's Aerial Ace. Like, none of these TMs are crazy. Overheat is powerful. That could be theoretically useful for, like, Flareon or something. Everything else is, like, you know... powering yourself up kind of strategies with Calm Mind, Bulk Up are neat. Aerial Ace is just, like... the fact that it's just the same power as Wing Attack. And you have to beat Area 9 for it. This is kind of crazy. Rock Tomb is like... alright. Ooh, okay. Let's just go on through here. See how far we can get. Area 3 is a different experience than Area 2. Who would have thought? Wow, Just has a right shoe. Okay. Duskull's gonna be slower than it for sure. I mean, even Shroomy might be slower than it. I'm trying to think, like, if I Helping Hand, can I kill before it does anything? But I'm gonna guess not. Oh, gosh. No, Helping Hand would not have been enough. I was watching some YouTube videos earlier today where somebody was using a Dusclops in a Nuzlocke. And it reminded me, like, oh yeah, you can actually teach Dusclops Seismic Toss. And since there's a Seismic Toss tutor in this game, it's like, oh, if we use Duskull, you know, you could have Shadow Ball, Helping Hand, Seismic Toss for, like, consistent damage. Ooh, we're getting good levels in Area 3 already. Whoops, done like dinner. Oh yeah, we gotta do some bee mashing here. Alright. Duskull. Yeah, Astonish and Confuse Ray are not much. Another Sailor. Flop. The fact that all these trainer names are like, most of them are like, a lot of them are 5 characters long. We've seen some that are longer, but like, it just makes me think of me trying to brute force Wordle. In fact, the Wordle for today, which I haven't even looked up yet and have not gotten the answer to, like, the O seems to be, like, in a really weird spot, and so I'm like, I'm too tired to think about this right now. Fell asleep, but we have an easy way to fix that. This game, they made that a little too trivial to fix. It's like, why are Awakenings even in this game? Oh gosh, Metronome. What kind of funny stuff we getting today? Oh boy. That's actually bad. Well, we're gonna pre-confuse you. It always confused me as a kid how type immunities didn't account for status moves. I mean, I guess it makes sense, because, like, if you're type resistant to a status move, it's like, is that going to somehow make it less powerful? No. It's confused, we're getting flinches. It's good stuff here, good stuff. The red orb instead of Duskull, is that its eye, or is that like its entire being, like its soul? When Duskull fell asleep, I think like the eye like disappeared, right? So if it's more than just its eye, yeah, we're healed between each one. That's quite nice. Then that would imply like its being kind of disappears or like fades or like, you know, goes dark, stops emitting light. Hello, Kawain, you're on my number. Not that I'm gonna claim it, I'm gonna defeat you and move on, but just saying you got a good number here. Let's try to focus on that coughing. Thundar Wave. Oh no. Pretty sure my Duskull was slower than everybody on your side anyways. Shroomy, you can take it. Very nice. No. Here's like another thing that I'm going through my head is just like, oh, Helping Hand is a priority move, so like I'll be less likely to be paralyzed. No, that's not a thing. Like, you can certainly get it out faster. So like, if Duskull was at risk of fainting or something, then Helping Hand would certainly contribute. Well, Shadow Ball would like fall short. Dang, Growl weakening things. Let's just get that taken out. Yeah, see? Paralyzed and cannot move even though my speed is bypassing it. We didn't need the Helping Hand anyhow. Getting growled yet again. The wording there is interesting. It's like, oh, Duskull is ready to help Shroomy. That makes it seem like if, say, Duskull was to faint before Shroomy could do its move, that it wouldn't get the boost because Duskull isn't there to help. But I think just the act of getting off the Helping Hand already helps. I think helping handing to making Mega Drain more powerful is going to do more than Shadow Ball would do on its own. That might be full of it, but I'm just thinking we got all those growls on us. Also, I used Headbutt, which is not what I intended. I literally even said out loud, like, I'm making Mega Drain stronger, but... That's not what occurred. Okay, helping handing when the guy you're helping is paralyzed is like... Putting all your eggs in one basket for a paralyzation disaster. Alright, he's low enough now to where maybe a Mega Drain and Shadow Ball. Just get one of them off and it'll do decent. Although with this Growl, Shadow Ball might be weak enough to like not even be able to get a kill. Well, we'll see. Yep. That's really funny. It's like, would Astonish probably not kill at this point? Maybe not. I like how this Flaffy is like focus firing the Pokemon it can like basically do nothing to. While like Duskull, I think it'd be able to do pretty good damage against. Yeah, it had like 3 or 4 HP, so... Astonish would probably be able to do that much, right? Maybe not. Quain. You're like a knockoff of Professor Crane. Cool dude Quain. You don't like training very much, then you probably aren't going to like Mount Battle. Don't you think dark Pokemon are cool and rock Pokemon? Why? They're sturdy and solid. Yes, sir, I do like them. What are you going to use, a Tyranitar against me? No, a rock and a dark. We're getting pre-growled. Oh, we're getting our attack raised, though. Youch. Okay, let's try this. I heard, like, maybe calling a Pokemon can snap it out of confusion. That might be, like, Coliseum only, but... let's just try it. Yeah. Okay, Shroomy, Mega Drain the Nose Pass, Duskull. Let's Yellow Flute. Tackle. You really want him paralyzed, huh? Come on, swagger me again. Make me more powerful. Thunderwave, Rock Slide strats. Yep, it can be strong. Yeah, I mean, Duskull, your best use right now is going to be... just curing the paralysis over here. Guess we'll use a full heal. It still flinched me though. Wow. Can't escape now. Sand attack. Well, my accuracy is already raised, Buster, so I'm fine. It's kind of funny to think that just, like, calling my Pokemon ahead of time can bypass any negative effects of getting sand in your eyes. I mean, maybe I should Confuse Ray and Stun Spore him. Raised attack is useful. You can only bite one of us. Ooh, didn't account for that. They seem to like to focus fire the Shroomy though. Phew! I don't think I have any super preferred types. I mean, dragon types are always freaking cool. Pseudo legendaries are fun. But then, like, the kind of overlooked Pokemon that aren't used are kind of irregular. Like, you know, Breloom's pretty powerful, but trying to use a Shroomish through the whole playthrough until it gets spored is kind of like a fun thing. Well, this guy's a grass user. I was just thinking, like, when would I ever play this game to, like, do the 100 battle challenge? I was thinking, like, a month or two ago, like, oh, maybe if I like want to grind my Pokemon, like, for completing the living dex, get some evolutions in, like, just bring a bunch to Mount Battle and go through the higher rounds and get loads of experience points. And maybe that would be pretty quick. Also, this guy says he's dedicated to grass types, but he just has, like, one Pokemon, so it seems pretty easy. I ended up just already doing that in December. Like, I just did runs through, like, the Leaf Green post-game Elite Four. And there's, like, pretty decent levels in there. And I think, like, doing battles with animations off in that game, for all the grinding I needed to do, went faster than it would have in this game. So, really, the only reason I do it is just for the, you know, quote-unquote challenge itself, or getting the Earth Ribbon, or getting, like, the other rewards for doing it, which is just not much. Pretty much the only reason is it's the only way to get the Earth Ribbon. So if I was ever to do another ribbon challenge where you get all the ribbons on a single Pokemon, that would be the play. And the last time I did that was for the Shadow Butterfree. I did that. I have that in Gen 3 still. I actually traded I used the Emerald cloning glitch to kind of capture it at various stages along the way. And I have the final stage of it in, in Gen 3 here before I, sent a clone to Gen 4, and I got all the ribbons on it in Gen 4 as well. And I don't know exactly where that one is. I haven't, done a recent inventory of all my Gen 4 Pokemon. I looked through all of my GBA and DS Pokemon games, semi-recently, just to see, okay, what is roughly on all of these systems. And I'm pretty sure that Butterfree was somewhere along there. The first level 100 Pokemon I ever had was an Altaria that I named BWW, which I don't remember what that stands for, but I have it, and I think it's in a Gen 5 game somewhere. I raised it in my original Ruby copy, I believe. So it'll have all my ID number and original trainer name of that save file. At least I think it was Ruby. It could have been Sapphire or Emerald. This is cool because I don't have that save file anymore. I've restarted all of my Gen 3 games at this point. Either over the years for Nuzlocke, or I restarted Sapphire to do that exotic playthrough 10 years ago, and I had to restart Emerald recently because I replaced the battery, but berries still weren't growing. I had to restart the save file because the save file was so old. I think the battery, the counter had to reach up to where it was when I last did a save. So it would have taken years for berries to start growing again. At least that's what I surmise. So I restarted the game, and now berries grow again. And it was a good excuse to be able to play through Emerald again. But it was sad to let go of a save file that was that old, for sure. I got everything backed up off of it, though, and it's not like I, It's not like I had all the Battle Frontier gold symbols or anything like that. I think I did. I think there were even a lot of silver symbols I didn't have, but I had a lot of silver symbols. I don't think I had any gold symbols. So it's still a challenge I want to do eventually, of getting all the gold symbols in Emerald. That fortress is going to be annoying. Oh, well. We're not even attacking you, buddy. Going for Duskull? No. They see Shroomy as the bigger threat, and they go for him. Or her. Oh, so close. Lick. When Lick does that much, you know you're in trouble. It's just funny how there's moves in this game, like Rapid Spin, that, for the most part, are like basically completely useless in a normal playthrough. Like, when are you ever gonna like need to get rid of spikes or leech seed or whatever in these games? Like, never. It's surely for competitive, and not even like Battlefront gear competitive, just like specific PvP formats. And if only if you're playing at a high enough level of play to where it's like, oh, in this meta, like, these are relevant and we have to get rid of them to like have a better chance and stuff. Because otherwise, if you're using rapid spin, you're like you're you know, have that move slot taken up. And if you use it when you don't need to, it's such a weak move. Okay, let's swap out. Because this fortress is going to take ages to kill. It's the almighty steel bug type. It's only got like one weakness. It's a very bad weakness, but still. Till we're gonna have to mash B. How could you be so cruel to play this game? Yes, you do. You are but a child, and yet you are in training. Most impressive. Yes, yes. You know, it'd be kind of cool if the number that was on, you know, the number of trainer that you're doing, because we're on, whatever, like 26 or 27 right now or whatever, if that was the level of Pokemon you had to fight. I get that wouldn't make total sense in terms of like a level curve, because having a range of 10 levels, like from the start of one area to the end, would be a pretty steep curve. It's like, oh, like if you're able to beat level 30 Pokemon, if you're hoping to beat a level 30 Pokemon, then you're surely going to be able to easily beat a level 21 Pokemon at the beginning of the area, right? Like, is this kind of too wide of a range? Because it's not like you're growing levels that quickly. But we might be at an interesting point where that might overlap. Because at the beginning we were fighting like level 9s through 11s in Area 1, so that's going to be trainers 1 through 10. Youch. So there might have been an overlap in there at some point. I don't think so. I think the Pokemon were generally ahead of that. Okay, so I used Helping Hand. So did I get the boost or not? I would think I would have, you know, thought so. Ow! But I think we're overlapping basically now. Vice grip. Very nice. Snapped out. We're still in the era of steel resisting dark and ghost, so this is good for us. Nice crit. Metzen. Oh gosh, not intimidate. Are you going to be using all intimidators, sir? All of them? No, just one. Although Corphish is a Pokemon that is a hint for how to beat your intimidate strategy. It's interesting to see Shroomy. We're at over 100 HP. At level 38. I feel like that's slightly low HP, but Shroomy is a unevolved Pokemon. Ouch. We can get some flinches off on ya. Yes. Now I realize that grinding in the higher levels of I'm using really high level Pokemon would probably be faster fights than these. But we haven't even done 10 battles yet, and we've been playing for more than 30 minutes. You can do a whole round of the Elite Four, which is 5 trainers, and Leaf Green, and not very long. I think less than 15 minutes, easy. What did this guy say? Yeah, it was interesting, I guess, sir. Thick fat and water absorb. Can you beat that combination? Well, that just sounds like 2 abilities. I wouldn't necessarily call it a combination. But I most certainly can with my grass type here. Critical hit as well, that's crazy. That Quagsire could be native to this region. I guess the Masquerade from the previous site could have as well. Ooh, Aurora Beam, that's going to be strong. I guess the neat thing about Helping Hand used on Mega Drain is it makes it so that, you know, because you're dealing more damage, you're also healing more. It's like, what is Duskull doing to help the Shroomy pour more HP into itself with the Drain? Also, this is a totally under-leveled Celio, now that I think about it, right? I feel like there are early evolved Pokemon in some games, and they're often called out, like Lance's Dragonites and stuff like that, but this Celio, he seems to have skated by unnoticed. Cool trainer Mopar. Oh no, wait, no, too late. Oh, hello, welcome. I'm Taria, and I'm the area leader. We'll battle immediately. Execute immediately. I'm trying to determine what's the bigger threat here. I'm gonna say the Furret. Shockwave. Well, Shockwave is the TM we get. I wonder what the AI is thinking. I mean, they must not see a kill on Duskull. But surely you'd think that they could think they could take him out more easily. We got double Helping Hand. I mean, Helping Handing that Spark is probably better than it using Shockwave. Because Shockwave did gosh dang nothing. Okay, Spark would be better for him to use than Shockwave, because Shockwave at least has a chance to paralyze me. Yeah, Spinda's one of those Pokemon, I think along with maybe Furret, that can use Shockwave but not Thunderbolt. Like, is the idea that, like, Furret and Spinda, like, they have enough capability for, like, static electricity in their fur to be able to, like, do a Shockwave, but Thunderbolt's just out of the question? It's, like, kind of an interesting concept for the justification for why certain Pokemon can learn certain moves and others can't. Doody 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 doo. You are decent. The, like, total overreactions of these trainers as they, like, start falling on the floor crying. Versus, like, the very well-composed, like, yeah, yes, you are very decent. I've determined as the area leader that you are decent. 600 coupons. Ooh, as we get to go into the mountain. Amazing. Shockwave. Nobody. Teach Psychic to Duskull, that's interesting. Shroomy will learn Giga Drain on his own, and like maybe we can use the TM on Crobat, maybe. Alrighty, do I want to do another 10 right now? I mean, I could theoretically stop at any time because I can save anywhere. So we don't have to commit to another 10, but I think I do want to keep going for a little. Let's save anyhow, just in case. Nice. Oh, do I have to do all areas 1 through 3 to get to area 4? If I just skipped to 3, would I not be able to go to 4? That seems kind of stupid, but okay. Why not just block area 3 behind areas 1 and 2 then? Chaser Addles. Okay, that Rhyhorn can go down. Okay, it's not even a big jump or anything. It just continues right where we left off. I was thinking, oh, Shadow Ball's not going to do very much because Tentacle has high special defense, but it's physical in this game. Don't worry. Bubile Beam. Ow! Glad I didn't faint. Oh, trust me, I need training. I'm just maybe a little overleveled for this area. Although Duskull's not. He's just not growing that fast because he's getting XP stealed away from him via the EXP share. He's getting approximately half of what he should be. not Dubile team. I wonder what these fights that they use a single Pokemon against you are supposed to signify. It's like, ooh, this is a particularly strong Pokemon, so we're gonna have you be able to double up on it so that you can stand a chance. And it's like, I don't know, it's the same level as anything else. It's like, oh, are psychic Pokemon really like that crazy? No, I couldn't really learn too much about it because it didn't do anything. I figure since Mega Drain is super effective, helping handing it to make it to multiply its damage would be more than Shadow Ball would be able to do. Now, I don't know if Mega Drain could have taken out the Love Disc on its own entirely, or if using Shadow Ball would have been better anyways, but if that was the case, then Shadow Ball would have just gotten to Loud Ride, which wouldn't have done anything. So, at least Duskull has something to do with Helping Hand, versus, like, these Pokemon that are immune to his Ghost move. Astonish. How astonishing. Got a level. I do feel slightly bad for Duskull. It's like, oh, he should be getting levels faster than this. Oh, it's so rough with you, huh? But at the same time, it's like, Shroomy needs these levels. I'm probably not going to be using the Duskull long term, but I will the Shroomy. I have noticed that it's been all women so far, but I didn't think it was a trend until you pointed it out. Pin missile. Ouch. But yeah, because I'm not giving Duskull the experience that it deserves, you know, if he gained a lot of levels and everything and became useful, then maybe he would warrant using. But I'm not even giving him the opportunity to prove himself in that sort of way. I'm just funneling all the experience away from him. Beldum. Beldum can't do anything to Duskull. Ah, the rare time that Rapid Spin could be useful, but we're not switching out anyways, so it's generally not that big a deal. Oh no. Wow. Why would you do that? Ooh, another layer of spikes. I forget if you can do 2 or 3 layers in this game. I think it's 3. Enjoy recoil. It's a shame that Beldum doesn't get Rockhead for its ability, because it only gets takedown. You would think, like, surely it's built for it. We don't have anything good on it. So I guess we'll just go for flinches. That did a surprising amount. Haha. Yes, I'm sorry about that, but it comes with the responsibility of, you know, defending your point, I guess. Same combination of Pokemon. Well, let's see what you got. Neva. Neva. They would Neva. Chimico and Cacnea. It's possible we've seen this already. The possibility is possible. Ingrain. Yachts are contagious. It makes sense. Did they add Yawn in which generation? Obviously it's here in Gen 3. But it's like, I always would think that Snorlax would have always had Yawn, but it seems like it's maybe too complicated of a move for Gen 1. Was it added in Gen 2? I don't know. I guess we get a whole extra move here. Yeah, we didn't even have to worry about the Yawn. Neva. I am not an extensive Gen 2 player. I have Pokemon Crystal on my 3DS, but I've never played like a cartridge Gen 2 game myself. I've seen many a playthrough on YouTube, like, over the past 2 decades. But yeah, I've never like thrown a Pokeball in Gen 2 where like the ball splits in half and that whole crazy animation. Yeah, I said I have Crystal on my 3DS. I've never got around to playing it. But maybe someday. Because I have a legit Celebi from a real event that happened during the Gen 3 days that my friend took my cartridge to go and get. The 10th anniversary Celebi. But if I wanted another Celebi, I think the 3DS copy of Crystal, you do the whole GS ball thing for that. Maybe one day. And hey, if I get like a 3DS capture card in that 3DS or something, maybe I can record it or stream it or what have you. I've been looking into that recently. It seems there's options to get it done. But I haven't even like hacked any of my 3DSs or anything. I know it's like, you know, supposedly pretty easy. And I probably will eventually to one of my older 3DSs, but I kind of want to leave like my main like new 3DS XL that has like all my main account stuff on it, like, you know, pretty pristine. At least until I become very comfortable with that notion. And that's of course where I have all my games installed and stuff. Of course, any cartridge games I can plug into whichever 3DS system I would like. But Crystal, you know, that's a download from the eShop game. Listen, don't you think my Pokemon are kind of like ninjas? I can be the judge of that, sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. Blending in, swooping in. Pretty ninja-like. Okay, let's try something. Let's Mega Drain, Shadow Ball, the Kecleon. This will turn him into a grass type, away from normal, allowing Shadow Ball to be able to hit him. Uh-oh. So we'll see how much this does. Now he's a ghost type. So at that juncture, Shadow Ball will do super effective damage. Pretty fast Gligar. Psybeam, who you going for? Okay, good. Leave Duskull alive. There. Now, Shroomy can just take him out. Sand attack. You can't do this to me. Oh. Well, we know he's not attacking Duskull with Bind, that's for sure. Your ninja has been ninja'd. Okay, for some reason I want to say like Duskull evolves into Dusclops. Like, I don't actually remember, but I want to say like between 27 and 37. Yeah, 37. I was kind of hoping for 27, but you know, it's fine. That means if we were using Duskull this whole time, he'd only be getting close, like now-ish, in terms of our average team levels. Uh-oh. Oh, you lived. That's epic. Okay, yeah, Yawn is a move as of Gen 3. There's some kind of interesting effects here with Yawn. In Gen 3, you cannot yawn a Pokemon during an uproar. It will not work. In Gen 4, you can yawn a Pokemon during an uproar, but if they then try to fall asleep and the uproar is still going, it won't work. Like, they're not going to fall asleep. It's an interesting distinction. And I guess it makes sense. It's like, you don't catch a yawn... Well, now I have to think about the mechanics of how yawning works, but... Yawning is not contagious because you hear the yawn. It's because you see somebody yawning, right? Or is the sound an important part of the factor? Ugh. Like, you can't see me yawning right now, but... Like, was that contagious? I want to say yeah. Like, is a yawn contagious just because you know that somebody is yawning? And you are perceiving that in any way? Oh boy. Uh-oh. Shroomi's probably not going to be outspeeding Ariados anymore. Man, these animations are just quite good. Foresight. Uh-oh. My Duskull's immunities are gone. Uh-oh. Oh. I thought you were going to hit the Pokemon who is weak to Signal Beam. Not the Pokemon who resists. Doody-doo. That gloom animation is just like, you know, in this game it's kind of iconic because of that story sequence where the gloom sleep powders us and then somebody else. Gosh dang it. Was that Ariados exactly level 29? Yes. No. 30. It's an important distinction. Critical hit. Because, for example, if it was level 29, Nightshade would not two-shot Mawile. Because it's level 30, it will. Oh, we haven't been string-shotted, so we're technically fastest on the field. That's kind of crazy. Little puff of poison. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish with this sweet set combo. Like, I don't think you have anything. Well, it's making it so that your power moves are more likely to hit, I guess. Absorb. That's not gonna work. Eden. This is kind of the most normal name we've seen in a while. Losing a battle like this won't do. Well, you could evolve your Gloom into a Blossom, you know. It doesn't have to be Rancid. Do 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 do. Nuzleaf's soundbite kind of makes it sound like it's clearing its throat or something. Uh-oh. Nature Power, what does that turn into? Shadow Ball! Oh, no, that's gonna do a fair bit. Okay, at least they didn't use it on Duskull. He ninja runs. Confused. Torment. Shroomy. Okay, at least the headbutt still goes through. I was afraid it was going to be like, oh, he can't use the headbutt due to the torment. It's all been a ruse. Good battle. I feel like their defeat animation where they just turn around and kick their leg is like kind of one of the more realistic losing animations. You know, they're a cool trainer. They don't just flail on the ground. .62 attack. It's not awful if you compare it to Pupitar or Bali. I mean, it's kind of the crazy part. I know that he's got like 5 levels on Bali now, but that just kind of proves that we needed these little bit of extra levels. I was kind of hoping that Shroomy be a little further along than she got by now, but oh, it's all a coincidence, huh? Boyden. Frickin' Boyden. Hitmontop is a real Pokemon. Toxic. Oh. You just prevented me from doing what I'm doing, which is... This is gonna be slightly scary. I all of a sudden feel like I should get this Hitmontop off of my screen as quickly as I can. Nice miss. Would have been funny if you missed your own guy. Also, Toxic is like a pretty harsh status to use on yourself. Like, you would think you'd want to just put like regular poison on yourself to activate Facade. Uh-oh. Okay, Anorith is probably gonna Toxic the Wigglytuff. Yep. I wonder if there's like special AI for this guy, or if it's just built into the AI of like, hey, it's a double battle. If one of your guys has Facade and the other guy has a status move, go ahead and use the status move. Stab boosted Facade. Toxic is building up. Oh, Anorith, you have Facade as well. Surprised you're not toxicking Duskull. Nice. This might be a waste, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Toxic on Shroomy just because it's been building. We haven't been using any healing items this whole time. But I kind of feel like using the lemonade. We'll see if Anorith, like, would have killed me. Maybe. I mean, yeah, definitely. Because we healed 80 and we're down to below 80. That's the easy way to tell. It's kind of funny. It's like there's probably like nothing preventing you from like... However, like, you know, in Gen 3, every Pokemon can learn Toxic via the TM, pretty much. So however they're toxicking somebody, like they gotta have some sort of tool for doing the poisoning. It's not like the poison is like naturally occurring in the Pokemon's body or something. So however mechanism they're toxicking the opponent, you could theoretically toxic yourself. If, you know, for facade purposes, but that's just not an option. You can toxic your ally, but not yourself. It's interesting how the leader themselves deposit the coupons into you, but then you go into here, and then the TM is from the clerk. Alright, we just got Facade. Pretty good stuff. Pretty much any Pokemon can learn that. I'm pretty sure that's a 70 power move, and yeah, Headbutt's already 70 power, so we're probably better off with just Headbutt. Otherwise, I'm going to save. And that's been Area 3 and 4 in Mount Battle. It's getting late and I'm tired, so I'm gonna check out for now, but next time we play, we're either gonna just continue in Mount Battle and see how far we can get. I might like look up the levels of the Pokemon upcoming to see like if that's worth it. Or I don't know, we might get back to the story. We're kind of running out of side things to do, so it's been good, and I will see you guys later. Until then, bye-bye.